Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. Return. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield.
Trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag down.
On third and short, the power run here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Cyclones will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. slings it downfield. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Dropping back, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the single back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Iowa State 3, Kentucky 0.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Dances away. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Leaves it with the back. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The give and the run on 4th down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Vandergrift. He's got his man. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And this QB, you could tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to the air one more time. He's looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Feeling some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking again to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And the Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cyclones! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the draw. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. It's a draw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kentucky 14, Iowa State 10.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Iowa State.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Touchdown, Iowa State. They move on top here in the 4th. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
Iowa State 17, Kentucky 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Kentucky right back to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Firing deep. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes his connection. Tackled there by the defense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Running with power. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Wilcox. Tripped up for the tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to power it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's got him, and they convert. Touchdown, Wildcats! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.